The greatest magicians are the ones who are masters in their close-up magic skills. But sometimes, creating the much-anticipated hype around their act also makes a great magician. So, be it Eric Chien's amazing card magic, or the fearsome Aaron Crow's dangerous knife act. Hello and welcome back, and today we're gonna figure out the secrets behind some of the most famous magic tricks from America's Got Talent. So, let's get started. The first trick, the black table card trick. Now, this reveal is a result of you guys giving Eric Chien the highest vote for this week's video, so let's get on to it. Eric Chien, one of the best close-up magicians on America's Got Talent, should have gotten a golden buzzer the way he executed this act. But anyways, here's what he did. Eric starts off the trick by opening a small wooden box, inside which there is a long white ribbon, and using the ribbon divides the table into two halves, with the red card on the left side and the blue one on the right side. In the process, even the color of his dress has changed from black to the dual red and blue color. This dress change also takes place at the end of his act when he's seen searching for the ribbon. Thereafter, and only leaving a small part of the card visible. Perform all this amazing stuff? Well, here's the secret. To make this act easier to understand, we'll break it down into 4 parts. First, the card color change. Second, the disappearing and reappearing of the card. Third, the dress color change. And fourth, the magical appearance of the rectangular frames. Also, most of this act is skill-based and sleight of hand, which only enhances the credibility of the magician. So, the first time around, he pulls out a deck of red cards and places the cards on the left and right of the ribbon, with the cards on the right side turning blue. Here, the deck of cards you see is actually 2 sets of cards, with the red ones at the top and a few blue ones at the bottom of the deck. Thereafter, he uses a famous sleight of hand technique known as bottom dealing or base dealing, in which the bottom card from a deck of cards is dealt instead of the top card. So Eric here slides the top card partially off the deck as if to deal it, while the right hand instead takes hold of the bottom card. The card is snapped away from the deck while the top card is reset back onto the deck. Here in this frame, you can see how his ring finger goes up to push the bottom card out of the deck from underneath and places it on the table. To confirm that the bottom cards were blue, if we look back at the moment when he takes out the rectangular frame, here you can see the backside of 5 of hearts, which is blue. So now this is how the cards on the right turned blue. Now the second time around, the color change happens when he takes a few blue cards and instantly turns it into red. For this part, there are already a few red cards concealed in his right hand. And it was during this moment of the act, just after the dress change, when he picks up a few red cards, holds it in his right hand, and keeps the remaining card back on the table. So now you know it, using a quick sleight of hand, he produces the red card from his right hand, which creates this amazing illusion. Now, there was one impressive color change, which happens when he takes this red-colored Jack of Spades, brings it on the right, and as you can see, the color changes to blue. Then he slides that card on either side of the ribbon to change the color. For this part, he's actually holding 2 cards loosely attached back to back. The card underneath is a jack face with a blue back, and the card on top is a black face with a red back. So, when he places it upside down on the table, now the blue card is on top. Here, he only picks up the blue card, and the red card is hidden because of the black face, using the black art principle of magic, and we don't notice because it's the same color as the mat. So this way, he shows the blue card, the red card. This way, he converts it to red. Also, you see him deal much more carefully with the blue card because it has another card that is black face with a red back underneath it. Here, he conceals that blue card in his hand and reveals the red card. Finally, he gets rid of that red card with a black face, as you can see in this frame, and brings out the blue card to finish the amazing color change trick. Now, coming to the part where he disappears and reappears the card back. The black mat has some sort of latex cover that has cuts in them. This is why we see the outline of the card when it was under the top layer of the black latex cover. Also, the top layer is half transparent, which makes it impossible to notice with all that texture on the mat as it blends in with the black mat. Coming to the card, it's a special card which has a cutout part and is loosely taped and held onto its exact sized black part of the card to make it look like a complete blue card. Also, the ribbon has two small magnets which hold and drag the black latex cover. So the card that he disappears here, he just pulls that latex cover on top of the card using the ribbon, and then pulls out that already cut out card. This creates the illusion of the card disappearing, but you know it, it's the black art magic. Finally, he places the cutout card back in its place, slides the ribbon over it to reappear back the blue card. So he used two gimmicks, black latex cover underneath his hand and the cut pocket inside the mat where the latex cover slides into. Now coming to the third part of the trick, how did his dress change color? Well, it's an easy one. The magician was actually wearing two additional vests on top of his black dress. The first vest on top of the black dress was the dual-colored red and blue outfit, and the topmost vest was black-colored. Now during the trick, when he threw the cards as a distraction and went to bend to grab them in an obvious failed attempt, then he hid his hand and pulled out his black vest so quickly that no one noticed. Here you can see a very small piece of black cloth in his hand for a small moment, and in this frame, some part of that red and blue vest is visible. The next time around when he changes his dress, he pretends to be looking for a ribbon that had disappeared from his face. He bent down again. In the meantime, he pulled the uniform down with his right hand, so the outfit changes from red to black. Note, only the front part of the additional costume was placed on the chest. This made it easier for him to withdraw the costume and change it quickly. So it's all sleight of hand. Now, moving on to the fourth part of the reveal where he magically makes the card frames appear on the table. The card frames that appear on the table are both digitally controlled. If we slow down the video, here you can see the taped rectangular frames of the cards seemingly appear out of nowhere, and you can actually see that the image is an electronic one programmed within the black mat because the image pops up before Eric throws the taped frame down onto the table. You can also see the blur that takes their place, and both boxes look identical. Also notice that these rectangular frames never move, even when he puts cards on them. That is, both boxes have slightly elevated edges, but they never move, even slightly. Hope it clears that up. Now in his long performance, Eric performed a few more tricks like disappearing all the cards, and even did some great tricks with coins. So guys, once you give us 100,000 likes on this video, we'll be coming back very soon with the reveal of his remaining tricks. Meanwhile, let's move on to the last trick on our list, the paper bags and knife trick. Aaron Crow, the magician known to scare the hell out of everyone, this time around performed a very dangerous knife trick. As usual, he calls his favorite judge, Howie, on stage to be his volunteer for the trick. Now, there are 4 paper bags placed on stage, and after asking Howie about his choice, he places the knife underneath the second bag with its sharp blade pointing upwards. He then randomly mixes up the position of those bags quite a few times without Howie and anyone else noticing. Thereafter, he also tells Howie to exchange the position of the bags without him noticing. Now, Aaron tells Howie to choose which 2 boxes he should smash his hand down onto by slamming a large hammer onto a pillar. Howie gets the first 2 choices right, and now there are only 2 bags left. But this time around, he even calls Simon on stage for the most dangerous part of the trick. The trick was so hard to watch that Mel even pressed the red buzzer to stop the act.
Thanks, Mel.
After Howie chose the red bag on the left, Simon was about to slam his hand down when Aaron stopped him and made him smash his hand onto the other bag. The other bag was all safe, as Simon was saved by Aaron to end this terrifying act. So, how did Aaron know which bag had the knife in it? Well, before revealing the secret, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get instant notifications of our new video uploads. Now, let's quickly get to the secret. The first and foremost thing is that you should never try this stuff at home or anywhere else. Now, regarding the bags, Aaron is a very clever magician and he knew which paper bag contained the knife all along. Obviously, all the paper bags look similar, but it's quite possible to make one bag stand out from the other, and this is what Aaron did. He made a unique crease on each of the paper bags before putting the knife underneath the bag. The crease could be anything which only he can see, like his fingerprints, a pattern on the bag, or something else, and is hidden away from the camera. Also, to make this act safe for the judges, Aaron relied on another method to make this act a success. Otherwise, why would the producers of the show allow such a dangerous act to take place had it gone wrong? The other way is that, if you see, while Aaron was moving the bags, he could clearly notice the weight differences in the bags. Hence, the bag with the knife would have more weight than all the other bags. So clearly, this would allow him to identify which one of the bags had the knife in it. The heavier bag theory is safer and easier, but either way, this trick works quite well. Now, some of you'd think, what if Howie stopped at the bag where the knife was? How would he cover that? Only one bag contains the sword, so when Howie hits the hammer, Aaron can either do it exact, or he can add a little delay, allowing him to move to another bag, since he already knows the bag. Also, when only 2 bags were left, it doesn't matter when Howie slams the hammer, because either the magician is going to stop Simon's hand like he did here, or he's going to smash straight down. Finally, the only thing that was sure is that Aaron was, after all, going to save Simon and impress us all. So guys, hope you got the secrets behind the most famous magic tricks from America's Got Talent. Which trick impressed you the most? The black table card trick or the knife trick? And name any other magic trick you would like us to reveal. Let us know in the comments below. Do like and share this video with your friends on social media. For more such amazing things, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And finally, thanks for watching.